of dollars. They have a kind of a sugar daddy named Jonathan Lewis, who is heir to the Progressive Insurance fortune. I don't know what that means. I don't know who he is, but he was kind of. They had a middleman who approached him for money, and he wrote them a check, and so now they're formalizing their activism, and so. Their activism, the stunts that they've pulled this year with staging sit-ins at Nancy Pelosi's office, both in D.C. and in San Francisco, and in handcuffing themselves to the fence out in front of the White House, got them some attention, certainly in the gay media, and not so much in the mainstream media. But then they also got a lot of kind of negative attention right away about this money issue. Are they another human rights campaign? Are they going to become this, hierarchy of suits, that earn six-figure salaries and get together a board of directors and bring in more money, and then they had just become this big gay pyramid of self-fulfilling,
that can't afford to actually accomplish too much, or they all lose their jobs.
Yeah, right. If they're too successful, they put themselves out of business.
So this particular thing, now I believe you've actually gone to jail over this. Willing to go to jail, and I think did go. Got arrested at least.
I got arrested, yeah. I didn't quite make it to jail. I made it to 850 Bryant.
Okay, the Hall of Justice, which is...
We were in the parking.
That's where the jail is.
We were in the ramp. We were corralled.
In a paddy wagon?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it was a really hot day, too. It was at the end of May in 2009 after the Supreme Court upheld Prop 8.
Was that your first time in civil disobedience, that you were actually arrested or, cited or anything? Seems to me I remember something earlier than that, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I was arrested in a gay bar when I was 16.
Oh, well, that was very indecent exposure, I think, right? Solicitation of a major.
I was just underage. The police used to raid gay bars in Buffalo as late as the early 80s. So there's a little pride history for you.
Thank you very much.
I try to bring things with me.
Well, speaking of pride...
Can I have a mint?
Of course. I happen to be a pusher of mints, available only at Trader Joe's.
I feel like I'm making
Dennis
weird faces.
Recommended.
Am I making weird faces?
Patrick feels he's making weird faces. You're welcome to call him live right now at 415-861-6648. That's our live call-in number. I think it's about time for Patrick to give us some information about some photos we have. So I think we're going to take a look at some of these, and Patrick will tell us what they are and where they're from and what he was doing. This is history, folks. This is the old days of Patrick's life here in San Francisco.
I'm kind of scared.
Don't be afraid, honey. Don't be afraid. Now, this, I was told, was your first betrothed.
That's my mother.
Is she?
I don't know who's
That's your mother?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
How did she...
Well,
who did her beard?
It was the estrogen treatments that came in later.
Fabulous. And then it looks like she
must
removed
have
the red dot.
She just shampooed her hair, it looks like.
Oh, God, it's fabulous. So it was white.
It matched. She had a merkin, turban merkin.
She did?
Yeah, matching.
I haven't even heard the word merkin for years, honey. But I like it. We used to say Claude Merkin. Let's move on. What do we got here? There you are, Patrick. Me. That's in your home.
Yeah, when I still wore horizontal stripes.
Yes. Not that you've changed much, honey. You don't look like you've gained a pound.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So, do you know when that was?
Well, judging by the lack of furniture, that would have been early in the century.
Yes, I could tell that. It's the creases at your lower jaw.
Oh.
Well, let's go on and let's
pre-surgery, I guess.
Pre-surgery. That's your husband, I believe.
That's Rob.
And Rob is thinner now,
He looks like a hippie. Yeah.
Well, remember? He was. Kind of. Pretty handsome, isn't he?
Oh, he's adorable.
I think you're probably in love with him.
Oh, he's my darling.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh,
well, let's move on. That looks like a Christmas time.
It was, I think, in your house.
My gosh, it was, wasn't it? I can tell by that stocking that says Stu on it. Okay. And that looks like
Would that have been the
Randy
same
looking
event?
at you. Yes,
Randy
it must
Johnson.
be. Randy Johnson.
I could tell he wanted me. I mean,
He's
look at
always
how
wanted you.
I'm kind of spread out.
Well,
like
look at
that.
him. He's pouncing.
I see a trouser tent.
Oh. What is a trouser tent? I think
What?
I heard about that in kindergarten, but nobody told me.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, that's,
Oh, it's a lift from
below.
behind the zipper?
Right.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, let's move on then. There's a Rob and you again. It's the same party, I guess, so let's move on again.
That was,
Now, that's perhaps
Now,
even an earlier
that-
time.
yeah, boy, they're getting better, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's not any more appealing to watch my lack of hair fill in reverse,
Well, you see, you didn't know about shaving your head then, did you? Or a true
I think
buzz
I was
cut.
still clinging to the hope that, if I combed it, something would happen.
We told you Geritol would never do it. I don't know why you kept trying Geritol. At any rate, I remember
worked
the man.
wonders on my balls.
That
Can
jungle.
I say that?
Of course.
Oh, all right.
Of course.
Balls.
Balls to the wall. That is somebody from our mutual past, David Deneve. I haven't seen him in a long time. I hope he's well. Let's go on to the next one. Now, to the left, ladies and gentlemen, from my perspective, is a blonde with the face somewhat blacked out.
She's,
That is Ruth, also known as Patrick
she's a
Cummings.
hard woman.
She's a very hard woman. Again, two of the other ladies.
Speaking of hard women, look at the way she's sitting. But, Ruth was only born with one breast. Did you
I
know
remember
that?
that. Yeah, and it was in her back, I believe.
No, it was up front.
Because didn't she say she was a dromedary in
When
real
she
life?
woke up in the morning, it would be on her back. Sometimes.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I get it now. Let's move on. What the heck? Oh my gosh!
Gee.
Speaking of Pride,
Yeah,
that looks like it
that's-
might have been Pride or Folsom Street or something like that.
I think I'm going to have to kill myself now.
Well, it's a kind of an interesting look, and I recognize the man to Joseph's left,
Well, those are both.
right.
Yeah. Yes.
It looks like Michael Mullen.
Yes, that's him.
That is him, isn't it? When he had scruffy hair